Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP, XLM, and XDC. It's Saturday. I want to change it up a little bit. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about these three powerhouses of crypto. And we're going to start with XLM. This is the one-day chart. XLM is still sitting here under 12 cents. Very undervalued right now compared to where it's going in the future. And you know, a lot of people are like, well, isn't XLM a dead cryptocurrency? I don't get any announcements around XLM. We get announcements here and there, but I think a lot of the building's going on in the background. We'll talk more about that as we go on. You can tokenize anything you want on Stellar. And on top of that, you can do it much easier, more scalable, faster, more secure, and cheaper than Ethereum. There's a reason $700 billion asset management firm chose Stellar. XLM is incredibly undervalued coin right now. Now, tokenization is going to become very big over time. Trillions and trillions of dollars in value. And I think Stellar is positioned to capture a good percentage of that, pushing the price of XLM to very high prices. Like I said, it's very undervalued right now. Later, it will price you out. Stellar XLM Development Foundation has just joined the World Economic Forum's Humanitarian and Resilience Investing Initiative. They are now the main blockchain representative. Together, we're using blockchain for global good. Now, I just did a recent video on XLM, and I talked about humanitarian aid. And I said countries are going to be paying attention to this. This is a real-world use case, and it helps a lot of people in the real world. And sure enough, the next day, this was announced that they joined the World Economic Forum's Humanitarian and Resilience Investing Initiative. And, you know, think about a catastrophe happening. Somebody's house is gone. They have nowhere to go. All of a sudden, you could get money to them very fast. Instead of days, it would happen in a matter of seconds. That is game-changing. And that's going to be something in the future that every single country is going to want to use. And it's built on Stellar. Starlink Quantum Financial System, Stellar to Fort Knox of ultra-secure global finances. Now, we know the quantum financial system is coming. And like I said, Stellar is already out there building it from the ground up through on-off ramps, anchors, and yet people aren't paying attention to it at all. You know, if you're not getting daily announcements around the cryptocurrencies, for some reason, people think that cryptocurrency is dead. That's not the case around XLM. And if you're holding XRP, you definitely should be holding XLM. They move together a lot of the time. And people are expecting XRP to blast off at some point. Well, guess what? It's going to take XLM with it. And these two cryptocurrencies are working side by side more than people think. And that's going to happen even more over time. Soroban smart contract set to go live on Stellar Testnet on the 20th of September. Now, Soroban is going to bring a lot of projects on board to Stellar, bring a lot of value on board to XLM. That's another major big announcement. Stellar's new brand identity could shed light on the project's long-term aims. Now, they just rebranded their website and they changed things up. But, you know, a lot of people lost the vision for XLM along the way. You know, if we went back 3 years ago, everybody was talking about this cryptocurrency. It was set to be the world's reserve currency. It was set, you know, they hit $1,000 at some point in the very near future. But then along the way, because we weren't getting the big announcements, people lost interest in XLM. They need to get it back before November of this year. I think that's when we're going to get our first look at how much value ISO is going to bring to XLM. People need to wake up around this cryptocurrency. Then there's XDC, and now this is the one-day chart. XDC, another very undervalued cryptocurrency. Very overlooked cryptocurrency. People aren't interested in digital trade. Yet it's a multi-trillion-dollar industry. And there's no alternative to XDC around digital trade. Right now, it's very undervalued. Later, another cryptocurrency that will price you out. Lloyds Bank completes first digital trade transaction under new UK legislation. So now it's starting to get going. And over time, we're going to see announcement and after announcement around digital trade. More countries going live around digital trade. And it's going to add value to XDC. And before you know it, you're going to come back one day and say, maybe I should buy up some XDC. And it's going to be sitting over $10. Or it's going to be sitting over $20. This cryptocurrency has a ton of potential behind it. And people will tell you, well, digital trade just went live. And yet the price of XDC didn't move. And like I told you before in multiple videos, I don't think that value is going to come overnight. I think it's going to come over time. But again, this could be a catalyst for this cryptocurrency. Now payments. And we also see how XDC can be utilized for payments all around the world. People could utilize it inside of their business, make payments easier. Because again, XDC is going to be tied to a lot of transactions, even inside the new financial system. There's a hidden gem built on XDC network called Prime Numbers Phi, Marketplace, Lend Borrow Protocol, Masternode Pool, and more. No other NFT project in the space begins to compare nor carry the utility that Prime's Number Phi does. And you know, this leads to lending and borrowing against your crypto. And yet, this leads to passive income in the future as well. Become your own bank through XDC. How do you do that? You stack this cryptocurrency while it's sitting at very low prices. Zinfin Official is XDC is one of the most logical choices in crypto. EVM compatible, enterprise grade, hybrid blockchain, extremely cheap transactions, extremely fast transactions, decentralized network with on-chain governance, new scaling techniques such as sharding, EVM parallelization, private chain generation, and hardware integration will be continuously researched and incorporated into XDC network. XDC is a well-rounded cryptocurrency, and I like the idea of it being a hybrid cryptocurrency at the same time. This is another very overlooked cryptocurrency, and people need to wake up before November because I think some value could come to XDC through ISO as well. It's an ISO cryptocurrency. Then there's XRP. This is the 1 hour chart. We're still sitting here around 50 cents. Very undervalued. You see how these cryptocurrencies are very similar? They're all tied to tokenization as well. XDC is another one that's going to capture a good percentage of tokenization over time. XRP will also. Just in, Japanese giant SBI Group and Ripple have announced a new collaboration forming SBI Ripple Asia. They will use Ripple's ODL utilizing XRP for transfers in the Philippines, Vietnam, and Indonesia, due to commence this month. Now that could start the run-up for XRP, and that's about to go live at any moment. And this is a cryptocurrency I always tell you, you always need to be holding XRP. When it moves very fast. We're still tied up with the SEC. Even though XRP got legal clarity, Brad Garlinghouse, they're still tied up with the SEC. I think that case is still holding XRP back here in the United States. Once that case ends, could become the next catalyst for XRP to take off. Why I hold XRP? Look at all those banks and all those partnerships, and they're going to utilize RippleNet technology. Later, they'll start utilizing XRP and on-demand liquidity, skyrocketing the price of this cryptocurrency. Again, very undervalued now. It will price you out later. Each one of these cryptocurrencies have the potential to price you out very fast. When you Google World Bridge Currency, definition and article is presented, and it comes up with Ripple. and it shows you that XRP will become a world's bridge currency. It doesn't have to be the world's reserve currency because it's going to bridge all the world's currencies together. It's going to work like a trust layer in between two countries. It doesn't even need CBDCs. It works with fiat as well. This cryptocurrency is an absolute powerhouse. November 2023 seems like it will be a monumentous month. XRP, XDC, XLM, QNT, and other ISO blockchains should rise with massive momentum. That said, government and large financial institutions move slower than molasses, so don't be surprised if it gets delayed a couple months. I don't think it's going to get delayed this time around, and like I said, you need to be holding a little bit of each of these cryptocurrencies by the time November gets here. And if you want to diversify out even more, start looking at QNT, look at Casper, look at HBAR, look at Nexera. There's other ISO coins as well, and they're all going to play their own part inside the new financial system because this is absolutely coming. And anybody who tries to convince you that this isn't already happening is totally wrong. And if you're holding these cryptocurrencies, you better hold on for dear life because they can set you financially free. And like I said, there's Algorand, there's IOTA. Buy up some DAG as well if you want. But definitely be holding XRP, XLM, and XDC. Each one of these cryptocurrencies are tied to trillions and trillions of dollars. XRP, bank-to-bank money. XLM, person-to-person money, and beyond. Then you look at XDC, tied to the world's trade money. You cannot go wrong with these cryptocurrencies. If you're new to crypto, these are safe investments. These are investments that people 2-3 years from now are going to wish they could come back and make. And our time is right now. And that's why I make these videos, because time is running out. These cryptocurrencies aren't going to sit at rock bottom prices much longer. That next run is going to happen at some point. And you definitely want to be in. Otherwise, you're just going to be left with regret. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.